Well, hello everyone. Welcome back again. This is my name is Luis. I don't have my sidekick today, my wife. She was actually busy, but we said that we were going to try it along on Tuesdays and as much as possible. And well, today's as much as possible. When she comes back, she will be joining me. So the thing is to keep the ball rolling. Well, I got a few little things that we're gonna go over. I just wanted to put it out there as we wanted to keep positivity going. So we'll find a lot of the negativity that goes out there towards the Royals, and uh, we'll try to see how the cup is halfway full. And I mean, there might be something that doesn't make sense, but for the most part, everything is something that we can actually have a discussion over. Hear your opinions. I'll tell you mine. My wife will tell you hers, and we'll go from there. So today it was an article that I saw that they put out as well. First they titled it as Prince Harry's demands, and I mean already is why can't they just say a request or something that he's asking for? They already put like a negative tone to it. So I'm gonna play the clip a little bit, and I'll pause a few parts on a few opinions I got, and maybe you guys could chime in on how you feel about it, and we'll see how that goes. Here it goes. Let me play this real quick. There it is. Let me find it. I had it saved right here for you guys. There it is.
What's on Harry's list of demands?
So we've got three things on this wish list, supposedly, that would precipitate a possible reunion with King Charles. The first thing would be a reinstatement of the security for Meghan and Harry. We know that this has been a core issue.
So the demands, those are the demands that he's asking for. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is from Sky News, and that I got it from. And well, I understand why Harry wants his security back. I mean, he's a prince. I believe, I personally believe he definitely should have a security with him 24/7 guarding him and his family. So I understand why is that something that he's asking for. I don't think it's a condition that he's putting that if you don't give me security, I'm not coming back to the UK. I think it's just something that it's a good conversation to have with the king, about having his security. I mean, what do you guys think? Maybe because he stopped, he is no longer doing his royal duties or the role that he was giving, that he shouldn't have it anymore. Kind of in some ways, but I think safety comes first overall, and he's a prince, so I believe no matter what, safety comes first to the royal as him being a prince, and then his title and his duties can be addressed differently, and we can all and they could all have a discussion about that and how to make that better and how to have them actually work that out. So I mean, you guys could comment on that. Maybe I'm looking at it completely wrong, but that's how I feel about it. I don't think that he's asking for too much. I think it's something good of him doing that. Let's continue with this. Let's see what else they have here.
Has been a core issue for Harry in terms of not only his relationship with the royal family, but anytime he's come to the UK. Of course, he had that court battle that he lost with the Home Office over security. Supposedly, the top of his list is that he wants that to be reinstated. I mean, I think at this point it would have to be just paid for by the king personally, because there would be no way for them to reinstate it.
Yeah, definitely. It would definitely fall on the king to have them take care of that. I guess when they make a decision, it's completely done, is ruled out. They can't go back on it. But the king's the king. I'm sure he has no monetary issues taking care of that for him.
Through the sovereign grant or anything, it would have to come from Charles. Second on the list is that Harry wants guarantees that his privacy will be protected. I don't know about that. I mean, kind of maybe implying that, Charles would be doing the leaking. I think that if anyone is leaking to the media and betraying privacy, I don't know. I think the call's coming from inside.
So his privacy. What do you guys think about that? Is that even possible? That, let's be realistic. He's a prince. How much privacy can he actually get being a prince? But I think what he's talking about is what this gentleman was talking about is calls are coming from with inside. So how can they address that so that we'll see a little bit further about the royal butler, and how is it that they come out and then they could just start talking? I mean, do they have like NDAs, non-disclosures on I believe they should. That's probably the privacy that he's talking about. I don't think he's talking about like I don't want to be in social media or I don't want the media to take my pictures. I believe it's more of keeping the in-house stuff in-house. So that's what I'm thinking that he's talking about. Let's continue.
House. And the third thing, and I think this might be the hardest pill to swallow for the royal family, Harry wants full royal treatment for himself and Meghan.
No.
Curtsies, bows, HRH.
No.
It's a tall task. I don't know. I don't really see this one. I can't see the king going for this, but I mean, supposedly that's his list. 3 things.
So he wants the royal treatment. He grew up as a royal his whole life. He's always been a royal. He's out there, trying to make his own deals, make his own money with his wife, with Meghan Markle, and trying to make that happen too. But I believe he's a royal at the end of the day, and maybe not 100% because he's not putting his 2 cents in as whatever roles he's supposed to be playing. But to a certain degree, he should still have his royal treatments. At least when he comes back home, be greeted as by how the public greets him. I mean, I can see the videos on how everyone cheers for him, but give him his security back, give him some royal treatment while he's there. And then when he, comes back to California, then, obviously it won't follow, and then it'll be on his own dime. Maybe not the security. I still believe security should be taken care of by the king 100%. And then they're going to get into some other parts right here. We're going to listen to this.
After, exiting the royal family, flying off to California, all the Netflix deals and the memoirs.
Netflix deals.
My goodness.
Right.
Now, ex-royal butler Grant Harold has shared new details about Harry's romance with Chelsea Davy, including their secret double dates with Will and Kate. Now, of course, what do we think of how Meghan Markle will be feeling with these revelations? Is she upset?
I don't think Meghan would.
So how is Meghan Markle going to feel about, they're talking about her husband, ex-girlfriend? How is that woman's husband's going to feel when they're hearing that this royal butler Grant Harold is talking about the cozy 4 and that they went out to pubs and they had a good time? And it's like, I don't believe the royals go out to your pubs and just have a drink like casual people. It's kind of hard to believe. That's the privacy that I believe he's talking about. That stuff like that shouldn't be coming out. But then again, what difference is it going to make? It was an ex-girlfriend. It's past. It's done. It's not going to bring anything. But obviously, they got to bring it up to try to make something of nothing.
Like these new details. So, of course, Grant Harold recently released a book, which we talked about. He spoke a little bit in the book about the relationship with Chelsea, but he actually has become even more candid since the book's come out. So he was at a release party for the book recently in the UK. I believe he was talking to GB News, and he spoke about even more about the cozy foursome, this original Fab Four of Harry and
they split in 2011. That's a long time ago. They haven't been together for a long time, and they're bringing this up. They're bringing this up right now. Also, let me just show you who it is. If you guys don't know, this is her. This is her now. Actually, this is Chelsea Davy. She's happily married. She has 2 kids, and I've searched for some pictures, and they're very private also. But that's her right there, and that's her 2 kids, and that's her husband. So they're happily married. It had nothing to be brought up of this royal butler's book, and I believe that all this is the clickbait to get people and also promote his book. Now that's probably the number 1 topic in his book that's going to make sales, and try to get a reaction from Meghan Markle. And I believe she's going to take this very easy and nothing harsh, like it's going to matter to her at all whatsoever. Well, that's about it that I have for today. I didn't have much. Like I said, normally my wife would be here with me, but she couldn't join me today. But I found what I can. I put it out there. And by the way, these 2 kids of Chelsea, one of them, that boy, was in 2022 when she got married to that gentleman, and the daughter was in 2024. So they're happily married. And what is the husband going to feel? How is he going to feel when they're talking about his wife and the ex that happened to be a prince, right? That's a tough act to follow. But anyways, what I'm trying to get is that hopefully everyone goes lightly about this, and they don't make nothing. And the former butler gets everyone's, like Megan says, wants to eat, and that's how this gentleman is eating. Former meaning that he's no longer there. So he'll sell some books, he'll make some money, he'll make some pounds that he's over there, and then we'll he'll progress, and maybe that's it. But I believe that's really the privacy that Harry's talking about. I mean, what do you guys think about it? You think Harry's asking for too much? You think I don't think they're demands. I think it's just a nice sit down that you can have with the king and figure things out. And who knows, maybe they'll go back. Megan will go back with him, and they'll do back to their royal duties and continue with, whatever they were doing over there. And to still keep their Netflix deals. I personally enjoy them. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. I thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate every single moment and the time that you guys take to get out here. I don't take too much. I just put it out there, quick and easy. And like, subscribe if you like it. That's all I have for the day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next time you see me, I guarantee you my wife will be with me, and we'll make this a little bit more topics to talk about.